Get into this. Get into this look. Hello? Do you see this? I am upgrading my makeup look for the year of 2025. I feel like most of the time my makeup look relatively the same, but I just wanted to upgrade it just a little bit more. This is the product of that. If you want to see how I did it, what products I used, and how I went about doing it, keep watching. I plan on updating/upgrading my makeup look that I'd be doing. Like sometimes the makeup looks that I have, they're cool for like 2 years ago. I don't know, I just need to spruce it up some. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. For starters, definitely moisturizer. Yeah, I use Pond's moisturizer. I feel like you can't really go wrong with the Pond's. Just gonna, so now that my face is all nice and hydrated, we're gonna go in with my Milk primer. That, I'm not gonna lie, that'll never change. I like to use the Power Grip primer. I feel like she definitely doesn't need no introduction. Like, I'm gonna just drop some inspo pictures, and granted, they all don't look the same, but it makes sense here, and that's all that matters. Got some Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Beautiful Skin Foundation. I'm just gonna be pumping a little bit of that on my hand. You see, it's a pretty good shade match. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good shade match. Gotta make sure you get the forehead. I could be delusional, but I don't think I really had any dark spots that needed to be color corrected. So now we're gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury concealer. This one's kind of closer to my skin tone. This is the 15.5 deep. I'm just gonna go in these areas. Just a little bit on the chin. And now we're gonna blend all of that out. So I kind of avoided this area because I'm gonna go in with a lighter concealer, making sure that this is blended out nicely. You gotta look. Yeah, you gotta look all in them angles to make sure you got everybody. I'm gonna hit the chin. We're gonna try to keep it in the same area. Same with the forehead. And we're gonna go with a smaller brush to blend it out. Oh, never mind. This is why it's important to clean your brushes, y'all, because if I went in with that brush in the video, now that that's all blended out, we get to go in with the Even Brighter concealer. This one is the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Chestnut. She is a bright baby. We're gonna keep her in this inner corner area anyway. Nowhere outside of that, okay? Yeah, I'm trying to incorporate the brighter, I'm just trying to elevate my makeup look, okay? And I feel like depending on how this goes, like, I'm just gonna be more inclined to wear my makeup. I also have liquid blush, and I don't use her like that because the color. This is Juvia's Place. The color is pretty vibrant. She's a bright girl. I'm just gonna just keep her right there. And y'all probably like, Shanice, why on earth? Hear me out, just hear me out. We're gonna blend out the blush first, cause she's really not that bad. But the more I looked at it, the more it was scaring me, I ain't gonna lie. But I figured because we're doing like a bright under eye type beat today, like it would just do what it needs to do. I'm gonna tone it down a little bit with my foundation brush. Trust the process. Y'all know makeup is a process, so don't even do that. Now I get to go in and blend the concealer, but we're not really gonna move her anywhere. Just gonna try to just keep it in that same area. I got so quiet, but it's because I really don't want to mess this up. I did say I want to try something new out. So that's what I'm trying to do. Okay. 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 Oh my gosh, my camera's dying so fast. I'm not even going that slow. Okay. I know my nose looks crazy, but that's what the contour and stuff is for. So I like to go in with my, you know, if she wants to be found, that is, my ABH and my Fenty Beauty. Blend those two honeys together, and that's my setting powder bake mix. I'm just gonna press her in. Like so. And we're also gonna press everybody else in while we're at it. Now that we have that, we're gonna kind of dust off what we have and then bake. And I don't usually bake, but for the sake of trying to get, I actually really do like this bright under eye look that I'm giving right now. I don't really do that, but if that's what it gives, I will be doing that more. So I'm kind of baking in that area right now, but I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills in Deep Peach, and I also use the Fenty Beauty in Nutmeg. I use those two together, and you see what it gave. We cooking up something in here, okay? Okay, so with blush, I used to not be a blush girly, but I am now. And I like to use the volume 1 and volume 4 for Juvia's Place. I like to mix this one and these two. It gives this bright pinky peachy color. And I'm just gonna put her right there. Dark to deep. I only use, it's obvious what color I use. Not too much on me. But if I don't use that one, I use medium to dark. Again, not too much on me. And I kind of just take her up. And I like to bronze as well. This is my bronzer. Like, she's so good. Obviously, like, at this point, like, y'all just donate some more products to me, because child, I put her right kind of like where I put the contour. When it comes to nose contour, I like to go in with this bronzer. Nothing too crazy. I just like to just kind of go in where my bone is right here, and then work my way down. Same thing on the other side. Yeah. So I'm going to blend out where I was baking at while my camera charges a little bit more. Okay, we're back and we're contoured and snatched. I think this looks really good, and the fact that we're not even done, we're not even over. I still have to do my brows. I still got it. Anyway, let's continue. So I'm going to go in with my brows. I use e.l.f. for the most part. I like to use e.l.f. their brow lift, as well as, oh my gosh, my camera, as well as this cream. I'm gonna try to be fast. I'm hoping that it don't die the way I think that it's dying. I don't know. But we're gonna go in with the brow lift. I'm just gonna brush my brows out. And what I like to do is like press the product into my face. So it's just like stuck, you know? I go in with this angled brush for my brows, as well as the pomade from e.l.f., like I said, in the shade Espresso. But I get a little bit, because a little goes a long way with this thing. I had this thing for like months. I feel like everybody knows that though. You really don't need a lot. And I don't like go too heavy, if that makes sense. I just follow my natural brow shape while also filling it in. Right? Doing the same thing on the other side. I used to be a brows first kind of girl, but now my brows last. It's less stressful that way. It really is, I promise. When you realize that your brows don't make the entirety of your face, life becomes a little bit more peaceful, I swear. I'm gonna leave the front part alone. We're just focusing on like the tail and the end. I'll do hair-like strokes going towards the front, but for the most part, I don't touch the front of my brows. So now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and conceal it. We're gonna conceal it using the concealer that we used for the base, which was the Charlotte Tilbury one. We're gonna go in with the arch. And we're gonna blend that out with a blending brush. It's just another Real Technique brush. Most of the brushes that I use, by the way, were from Real Techniques. And yep. Now that my brows are done, we're gonna go into the eyes. Usually when the girlies are doing when they're doing their eyeshadow, it's like a really bronzy like look. Not bronzy, it's a real natural brownish look, which I don't mind because I love just using brown on my lids. So you ain't got to tempt me twice. But I'm gonna take some of the leftover concealer on my hand and add that onto my lid. And I want to say that they used like the bronzer that they use for their face. That's what it looks like in the pictures that I saw. So we're gonna try that out. I'm gonna use the Juvia's Place bronzer instead. And it's kind of like this color, but I'm also gonna go in with the ones that I was already using. We're just gonna kind of like swipe that on my eye. I like that. I'm gonna go in with the Benefit one as well, because I think the Benefit one is a little bit more like darker. This one isn't as dark. I'm gonna take some of that same shade and like put it a little bit like on my under eye area. Smoke it out basically. I'm a little scared because I have like the bottom extensions because my lashes are non-existent. So I'm trying to be careful so I don't like, you know, accidentally take it out. And I'm gonna go ahead and start setting my face because I didn't do that. I'm gonna go in with some one size. this cologne of a setting spray. Yeah, I know you see the material. Guess what? I'm still not done. I know, like the finishing touches stage. Personally, I feel like this always adds onto the look. And right, like I was saying, I feel like a black eyeliner always adds onto the look. So why not throw some liner on? I use a gel liner when I'm adding it because it just applies easier. Not that I have an issue with like my eyes tearing or anything, but just because it's quicker. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. I'm not really a big fan of highlight. I don't do it. I don't really do the highlight. But for the sake of this video, I'll just like, well, when I do highlight, it's like tip of the nose right here. So I do here, here, and here. Last but not least, usually I would have my lips like in a way priming with the plumping gloss. Now, if you ever catch it, heavy on the if you ever catch it, Juvia's Place has some really good dark brown lip pencils, but they've been hating me lately, so I haven't been catching them. So I've been holding on to the what's left of this Cocoa Latte. I'm just gonna line my lips with that. So I got this sample from, oh, my hand, ignore. But I got this sample from Sephora for my birthday. It's the By Mario. And it's like this pinky lip gloss thing. I tried it on a little bit earlier and it had this minty type thing. So I don't know if it's plumping, but I'm gonna add a little bit of that to the middle of my lips to give that pink, yeah. I think that's real pretty. I like that. I'm gonna add a little bit more brightness to it, so I might go in with another gloss. Just add her right in the middle. Yeah. And this, my friends, is the finished look. So I genuinely think that I did upgrade my makeup look, and it's because of the bright under eye, the lack of eyeshadow, because it's just like a neutral brown, nothing too crazy. My brows are a little bit more natural. Like I wanted like a glam, but also like still look like my face, you know what I mean? I like it a lot, and I hope you guys like it too. I'll list all the products down below. If you guys have any product recommendations from me, let me know. And yes, hopefully I actually, you know, edit and upload this video and edit and upload lots of videos after that. We'll see. I'm hoping that that's what happens though, because I've been procrastinating real bad. If you like this video, of course, like it. If you want to see more of me, also you can, you know, subscribe to it. Just the idea. But yes, thanks for watching. Bye, friends.